That rock music though. Welcome back guys to another F1 2014 race. It should be going up on the same day as my race Monza with Kimi Raikkonen. That was the very first race I did in this, as you could probably tell from how badly I messed it up. But we're here now then, trying out Sochi for the first time. We're driving as Valtteri Bottas in the Williams, and yeah, we'll see how this goes, because of course he did very well here in the race. I'm pretty sure he was on the podium, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. I can't believe I almost forgot that already, but of course he did look the best out of the rest really that day, and he could have possibly had second, but just Mercedes were too fast, and even with Rosberg's mistake he was still able to take second place. But we'll see if we can get that podium today then, as we're here on the grid then. 6th, Massa's 3rd, so maybe he's got a better chance. We got the lights in Sochi, and I actually messed up the start there a little bit. I was wasn't even accelerating when like the lights went out, and yeah, I lost out straight away to the 2 Red Bulls and Kimi Raikkonen as well. No, that's not Kimi Raikkonen, that's Alonso. Anyway, we're down to 9th then. Button's looking at us as well. We're almost out of the points here, and into the turn 2 it is, and well, we almost had a look at a few places there, but yeah, just not enough traction on the exit, and yeah, we're down in 9th still then as we come through this long turn 3, which we saw some very good racing in the early laps of the real race. As we go around Massa there, now we're having a look at Alonso. We're going to force him out wide, and look at that, we've helped our teammate through. That's great teamwork there as Massa gets back up into 8th place. As we're now looking at Ricciardo as well, it looks like we may have managed to pull that move off as well then. So yeah, they are really not putting up much of a fight here on this first lap. Of course, as I say, this is actually the expert AI, not the legend, which I thought it was as I run wide there. But of course, as I said in the previous video, there were yeah, the difficulty wasn't actually on the hardest possible it could be, which is annoying. And that was the case in the last race I did. It's going to be the case in this one, and I've also got a 25% race coming up as well, all in which will be expert AI instead of legend, just because I didn't know at the time. But in all of them I've got the assists off, so there is that at least. As yeah, what you see there is we have a massive slide coming out of that corner, and this chicane is just, oh, I really dislike that corner. It feels, I don't know why, it just feels so kind of out of place really on this track, because the rest of the track isn't too bad actually, I think. And of course we've already seen it, which well, with Korea in 2010, India I think it was in 2011, and Austin in 2012, we actually saw the track on the game first before we saw it in real life. But just because of the F1 2014 release date, we actually saw Russia actually on TV first before we played it on the game. So of course we've already had a bit of a glimpse here, but of course you don't really like remember tracks that much after one race, I guess, and I don't think really many people are going to be remembering the track after the race there last weekend, just because, well, it was such a bore fest really. But yeah, playing it on here, it isn't actually too bad, I don't think. I mean, because I think a lot of people were comparing it kind of to Valencia at first before there was any racing here, and well, we did kind of get a 2011 spec Valencia race here of course last weekend, but still the track isn't that bad, I don't think. I mean, Valencia wasn't the worst track to drive, I guess, in F1 2012 and well, and 11 and 10. But I mean, I wasn't really very good at it, but I guess it wasn't an awful track, but maybe that was just because I was used to it. But yeah, this one's actually, I think this track is actually pretty good, and yeah, it's just a few corners. I mean, this one's a bit of a killer really. Well, I think it will end up being that one anyway, and this one as well, that's causing me quite a few problems actually, just understeering into it. But yeah, other than that, I think it's actually alright. I think I'm gonna have fun driving on it, and hopefully it'll give me some good results in league races and stuff. But yeah, you can see we're hanging on to this front group then, which is pretty good. I think it's Massa at the front of it kind of, and yeah, now we're going to see the Mercedes power in this Williams. Of course, I think Williams probably second only to Mercedes really in terms of straight line speed, as we're lining up Vettel now towards turn 2, and we're through, and we may even look at Magnussen, but it looks like I may have just overshot it a bit, as I have a massive tank slapper coming out of well, coming through turn 3 really, because that's all part of one corner, and that opportunity is gone, long gone now, and Ricciardo's back onto us. And yeah, you can really just see the importance of getting the moves right, because if you don't, then you're just gonna end up losing so much more time than you would have gained. And yeah, just getting my braking just slightly wrong when I was passing Vettel, and of course almost hitting Magnussen, and that just cost me so much time there, which is how it should be really, because you don't want to be like making mistakes and then just being able to cruise back up to them at the next corner, because I mean, where's the fun in that? I mean, it would just be make it things too easy, I guess. And yeah, it's good that that's not the case in this, because well, as we just saw, I'm having to like work these positions again as we're heading towards the first these two tight chicanes. I've actually have managed to catch back to them just on that long straight, because of course, as I said, the Williams very good in the straight line. Of course, if you watched F1 this season, you probably know that. So we're lunging at Vettel, then we're forcing him kind of offline. He's broken early. Broken, it's brakes. I always get annoyed when people say broken, so I don't know why I said it. And yeah, we're up into P5 then, past Vettel, and it looks like Hamilton's won the race, so I guess balance has kind of been restored after that. Bit of a surprise Vettel winning the previous race. We crossed the line as P5, well, at least we made up some positions on our grid spot this time, instead of losing 7 like we did last time. And yeah, 5th place. It was not the most interesting race, I guess, but I managed to stay out of trouble in this one, which was quite a rarity out of the races I did do. So that's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and I'll see you in my next race, which should be a 25% one. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.